Okay, I'm going to talk about, first of all, your idea about time. Time is something that you believe that we go through time in a linear fashion. What does that mean? It means you get in your car, you drive to the end of the street, there's a stop sign. When you get to the stop sign, you determine if you're going to go right or left at that moment. In other words, even if you know you're going to go sort of off in the left hand way towards a grocery store, when you get to the stop sign, you think to yourself, when I get to the stop sign, if there's too much traffic and I can't make a left hand turn, I'm going to go right and then go left and then go left again to get me going left. So you're thinking, I'm not going to make the decision about turning right or left until I get to that stop sign. And that's the way it seems. However, that is very left brained. And it's also known as being very yang, Y-A-N-G. When we think of yin and yang, yang is very masculine energy. And we're coming from a society where even women are very highly yang. So that's the way we think things really are. Now, we've got, in addition to a left brain, we've got a right hemisphere that looks at things instead of being something, left brain likes to cut things up into little bits and analyze things. Right brain looks at things as a whole. It's all about wholeness. It's very creative, and we often have a hard time getting in touch with our right brain because our society is just very left-brained. So, what does the right brain tell us about going in our car and driving up to the stop sign and then going left or right at the stop sign? The right brain that looks at things holistically, it already knows whether you're going to go left or right to get to the grocery store. It already knows. It basically knows your whole life. What? Oh, yeah. Your right brain knows the whole thing, everything that's going on in the universe. It knows everything. It's tied in to everything. The left brain thinks that it's not going to agree. It's going to say, no, I have to keep deciding. I have to keep deciding. No, it doesn't. It thinks it does. I've showed you a book before in this channel a long time ago that shows that there's a lot of research that shows that decisions are made before you're consciously aware of them. And I'm just going to tell you, the right brain knows. It knows everything. So what does that mean when I start talking to you about some other things? Okay. Your genuine item is leveling you up to where your right brain is. That's what we're doing. So your left brain is possibly going, I don't like what you're saying already. This is bullshit. You're lying to me. This is like, so what I want you to do is tell your left brain, all right, this guy sounds cuckoo pants, But we're going to have a laugh over this. Just treat me like I'm a comic, okay? So we're going to get a laugh out of this. So even though what I just told you doesn't sound right, I'm a comic and I'm going to lead you into a big joke. So your left brain can relax and it can, okay, we got a joke coming up. Okay. So it can calm down. Now, I'm going to talk to you about something completely different now. I'm going to talk to you about Epstein Barr virus. Epstein Barr virus is said to cause mononucleosis, which is also known as the kissing disease. And it's also been linked to fibromyalgia, which is a very painful condition. We have been taught that viruses are germs. They are physical things that are transmissible between people, or someone can take their germs and wipe their nose and wipe it on a door handle, and then you could use the door handle and get the germs on your hand and then infect yourself. That's what we've been told. But I'm going to tell you that to your right brain, that's not true. The right brain doesn't see us, that is you and me and everyone else, the whole universe. It doesn't see us as separate beings. It sees us all as one thing. And it doesn't see infective particles. It sees the whole of everything, past, present, and future, as one thing. So when we say Epstein Barr virus, it means to, it's not really to the right brain because it doesn't even deal with these kind of ideas. These are left-brained ideas. But this is information for your left brain. Your left brain needs to know what I'm talking about in some kind of an analytical manner. So I'm going to tell you that Epstein-Barr virus is something to do with William Barr, who is the Attorney General of the United States today. Last time I looked, anyway. And Jeffrey Epstein, the guy from Epstein's Island, the Prince Andrew's buddy, the one that had all these shenanigans going on, the man who was thrown in jail, and then we were told he committed suicide. So how is Epstein-Barr virus that's been talked about for decades related to the current circumstances of Jeffrey Epstein and William Barr? Well, just look at that. Two famous people, Epstein and Barr, and we have a virus that's been known for decades, Epstein-Barr. It's just curious, isn't it? Yeah, it's curious, but I can't really put it together, I mean, it's a curiosity. I'll give you that. Epstein-Barr virus and Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and William Barr. Current day. Go on. Okay, so what it means is Epstein is not dead. His death was fake news in order to get him out of the legal system. And if you look, you'll see that newspapers announced that somebody went into Jeffrey Epstein's bank accounts and took all the money out after Jeffrey Epstein was declared dead. So Epstein is out there alive and he's got all his money. Barr, William Barr, the Attorney General, was asked about Epstein and he said, it's fine, these things happen. Epstein Barr. William Barr is a big fat liar. He knows all about Epstein and he is lying to us. So the reason for decades that people have been getting sick due to Epstein-Barr virus is because this is an enormous assault on our I don't know what word I want to use here. It's an assault on, to the left brain, it's an assault because it's an enormous lie. And remember, to the right brain, everything is one. There's no time. Everything is already for the explanation for the left brain, everything is already there. It's already mapped out. Everything you're going to do is mapped out. If you're somebody who's religious, you might remember somewhere in the Bible it says, God knows even how many hairs are on your head. That's like the right brain. The right brain knows everything because it's already there. It's all one thing, past, present, and future. So this information is all available for the left brain to analyze. And when it sees that the human being is being lied to, it is a toxic energy. It's highly toxic, and it's sickening. And so we have had people getting sick from Epstein-Barr for decades, going backwards in time. Why is this such a significant thing? Why is it related to mononucleosis and the kissing disease? I think it has something to do with what's known as the Great Awakening. The Great Awakening, if you listen to Mr. Trump, is something to do with him. The Great Awakening is nothing to do with Donald Trump. It's to the left brain, you might call it a spiritual awakening. When people can no longer tell you lies and get away with it. So that's what's really going on at this particular juncture in time. We are having a huge spiritual awakening globally. And the people who have been exceptionally toxic, lying to us, to our faces, lying to us on the television, lying to us from the White House, lying to us at the grocery store, at the drugstore, at the doctor's office, at the dentist office, at the school. Well, all of the lies that were told to us have made us very sick. And we've basically come up with a lot of names of a lot of different diseases because we were very left brain and we were analyzing what all these things were. But let's just say it's lies. And these lies to the left brain can't tell lies from truth other than using analysis and reason. But there's always more to the story, and that is my next topic. Please subscribe and share this one out. Where's the punchline for the joke? I mean, your left brain wanted a joke, right, in order to listen this far. Analyze. Anal eyes. Left brain, that's what you do. You look at things as they come out your ass. You have a poop, you turn around and you look to see, did I have a good poop? It's not just that, it's the way sometimes businesses have adopted the term post-mortem. They have a big event, a big sales event, and then afterwards they have a sales meeting and they call it a post-mortem. It comes from the doctor who does autopsies to find out why somebody died. So you do a post-mortem after your big sales event. It's basically to go and look, how did we do? How effective was our sales technique? Did we have any screw ups? Is there anything we can learn from this event so next time we can do a better job? So we're trying to look at something that's happened to see if there's something we can learn about it. Anal eyes. Sounds disgusting. But that's what analysis is.